Hey ladies, happy Pentecost Sunday. So we're just gonna jump into, I'm gonna use this Bible because this is the Bible I was studying in earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into John really quick. I know everybody's busy, but again, let's see. So we are in John 17, which is another one of my favorite chapters. There's several chapters in this Bible that I like. I know we should like all of it, and it's all good. There's some of it that captivates me a little bit more than others. So in John chapter 17, Jesus is praying. First, he prays for himself, and that is verse 1 through 5. Then 6 through 19, he prays for the disciples, those that had been with him. And then 20 through 26, he is praying for all believers, which would be in the future. So we see a well-laid plan of him speaking to God in an intimate way about his own situation and what is about to happen. And he is asking for him, or he's talking to him about his situation in verses 1 through 5. When he says, Father, the hour has come, glorify your Son, that your Son may also glorify you, as you have given him authority over all flesh, and he should give eternal life to as many as you have given him. And this is eternal life, that they may know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent. I have glorified you on earth. I have finished the work which you have given me to do. And now, O Father, glorify me together with yourself, with the glory which I had with you before the world was. So in this, he is actually talking about how he was with God before the world was. So this is kind of cool. And he is letting God know, I've finished this work. And this is right before things get thick. So you get to see a snapshot. Jesus knows that the time is drawn near for him to, be betrayed and arrested and, the things that are coming. And so he speaks to God and is just like, I've completed what you've asked me to do. I've glorified you here on earth. I finished the work that you have given me. He was talking to God. And now he's asking him to glorify him together with God, with the glory which he had with him before the world ever was. So he's basically saying, when I come back with you, once I've departed from here, I want to return to the state I was before you sent me here. Now in verse 6, we say, this is where Jesus starts praying for his disciples. And he said, I have manifested your name to the men whom you have given me out of the world. And he's talking to God. They were yours. You gave them to me, and they have kept your word. So right now he's speaking on behalf of those disciples, the disciples that he's had. And he's telling them, you gave them to me. This is my flock. And they have kept your word. They've been good. And now they have known that all things which you have given me are from you, for I have given to them the words which you have given me. And they have received them and have known surely that I came forth from you, and they believe that you sent me. So basically he's saying the disciples have been with him. He's vouching for them. He's validating that they believe in him. He's speaking on behalf of them. Interceding is a big word there. This is where intercession, comes in, because I believe the entire time that he was on earth, he was interceding on behalf of the disciples, and the people that would come to believe. He says in verse 9, I pray for them. I do not pray for the world, but those whom you have given me, for they are yours. And all are mine and yours. So he's basically saying that they're his and God's, and that he's glorified in them. We go all the way to verse 12, and it says, while I was with them in the world, I kept them in your name. Those whom you gave me I kept, and none of them was lost except the son of perdition, which would be Judas. And we're going to jump down to Jesus prays for all believers. I do not pray for these alone, but also for those who will believe in me through their word, and that they all may be as one. So he is praying for, he's talking to God about his own actions. Then he's talking to God on behalf of the disciples, which is present. And then he is praying for, in advance, those that would come to believe after. And then 25, he says, "O righteous Father, the world has not known you, but I have known you. And these have known you that sent me. And I have declared to them your name, and will declare it, that the love with which you love me may be in them, and I in them." So this chapter is really about prayer. I could get into some meat, but I'll just keep it brief because I know everybody's busy today. But I think the most important thing that you can gather from chapter 17 is the fact and the way that Jesus prayed. He was very intimate with the Father. He was very detailed. He made sure that he covered, and had accountability for what he was doing with the Father. And then he prayed for the disciples, the people he was over. And then he prays for the people that would come to know him later from this. But anyways, all right, ladies, I hope you'll have a great Pentecost Sunday. I'll see y'all next week.